Okay, so we moved and did a whole bunch of other stuff, and it took me a second to get this room together to do this update. So this is still season 2 of Action Figure Junkie, and this is what we're calling the game room because this is where we have the big TV and where we play the game and whatnot. And we're gonna go and get deeper into that. But this room right now is themed on otherworldly characters. So this particular shelf is, of course, gonna be some Asgard. So you're gonna have, of course, Thor with one of the many Thor head sculpts that I have. I like him with the beard. I like the original Thor outfit though, with the big old Mjolnir. And then of course you gotta have Loki. Now this particular Loki this is one of those times when I mix MCU with comic book, because that is the Loki from season 1 Loki. Now the reason is because he's classic Loki. He's got everything that I'm looking for in a Loki action figure. The original Loki action figure from Marvel Legends does not have the cape. The cape is it's a deal breaker for me. So I had to get this version of Loki because he looks like the Loki I want comic book accurate. I want comic book accurate. So, and then of course I've got a Mora, the Enchantress, and you get the Destroyer from the Thor and Destroyer 2-pack, which was actually Eric Masterson Thor, which is where I got the head sculpt. Okay, and then you have Valkyrie. I'm hoping that we get an updated Valkyrie because once again, where's her cape? Now I got this girl right here from Makari, and I probably should have tried to get the Build-A-Figure piece, but she's got Dragon Fang, and so comic book accuracy, except for the cape. No cape. Also, she's not supposed to have pants on. She should, yeah, okay. But anyway, alright, so then I go into Mojoverse, or Mojo World, and we've got Spiral. I did not feel like grabbing each of the swords. This is still one of the best figures that Hasbro has done. Shout out to that team for making that pop. This Mojo, I had to get Mojo, and I wanted to make sure that he had, you know, all the little liver spots and all of that. Also wanted to, yeah, make sure that his belly, you can mush his belly. Now, let's move in here. All right, let's move in right there, because then you got Dazzler, and that was from the pack that had Dazzler, Long Shot, some little weird Wolverine figurine, and yeah, Mojo, Dazzler, and Long Shot. And this Long Shot is the Long Shot that I got from the retro card. I don't like the white star on his jacket. I like the yellow star. Old school Warlock from way back in the day. If you're going otherworldly, outer space, cosmic, you know, space-based characters, you can't do any better than Dark Phoenix. And then going, you know, from Dark Phoenix, they gave us Lilandra, finally. This is also an update on a lot of action figures that I have gotten since we moved. And you got Binary. I know I had Binary already. It's Carol Danvers. And Chode. I was working on this Build-A-Figure, I believe, in one of the last videos that I did before we took the break in the middle of season 2. And this is Fang, I believe. Yeah, Fang and Corsair. Cyclops' dad, Starjammers. Fang is a member of the Imperial Guard. Wolverine wore this suit. Of course, they're gonna probably give us a Wolverine in this suit because Wolverine can't put the Wolverine head on him and it worked because Wolverine's supposed to be way shorter than this. So is Fang, but yeah. Okay, and then going otherworldly, you've got Zemnu, which is like a outer space Hulk. They use this body multiple times for Sasquatch, Wendigo, and Zemnu. Okay. Alright. And then, look at that. If you're gonna have Carol Danvers and you're gonna have Lilandra and Chode and Corsair and Fang, you gotta have the Brood, right? And they got Brood Wolverine, right? So I had to get at least one, but I'm gonna probably end up getting like 5 more so I can have like a troop of them. If you ever read that comic arc, man, they took that and ran with it. Okay, now also, and I'm hoping that we get more Secret Wars characters, is Monica Rambeau, Photon, Captain Marvel, and Blue Marvel behind her. Going otherworldly still, we got the symbiotes, because the symbiotes are aliens. Riot, Carnage, Agony. Yeah. Yeah. I had to go pick that thing up. Man. I found it on Mercari. There's a bunch of cats that have them, and like I don't really want a whole bunch of y'all to grab them before I grab them, but bro, Hasbro is gonna have to give us more of these, and at least a couple more Brood infected characters. They got to. All right, and then going into space, you got Venom Space Knight, and you got Mania, Drax the Destroyer, Star-Lord, Yondu, Moondragon, and then there's we got Phage. There's another symbiote right there. Another symbiote. And before we leave, we gotta check out the lightsaber. Yes, it's my son's lightsaber. It actually lights up and all of that good shit. It's one of the nicer ones. He's got Grievous and Vader guarding the lightsaber. A couple of droids. Some commando looking stormtrooper right there. Alright. Okay. Alright, then let's get over here. We got the full team of the Guardians. I remember one of the previous videos I was trying to work and get that entire team. I still want to get the deluxe group, but Teenage Groot works better for me than that Kaiju guy, or was it Kaiju or some super big, thick, chunky Groot that I just really, I mean, it's went down now. The amount of the price went down, but yeah. So you see the Guardians. They don't really need introductions, do they? Come on, everybody knows who they are. Everybody saw the movie. Speaking of movie, good movie. Could have been on Disney Plus. Good movie. Well, yeah, that's Cosmo. I still have to get the tail and the arm because I'm just really not all that big a Kraglin fan, or the way they did Adam Warlock in the movie. I wasn't a big fan. But yeah, there were figures that I wanted in the wave. I'm not an MCU collector. Shout out to MCU collector, but I had to pick a side, and the side that I chose was the comic book, because that is really my jam. Now, right here, my classic Fantastic Four, but of course they are spreading out because you got Franklin and Valeria right there. And I am waiting for that Spider-Man and Wolverine 2-pack that matches Franklin and Valeria. So I will have 2 sets of Fantastic Four. You got Ronan the Accuser. You got one of the Super Skrulls. I took the Shriek body and put Queen Varanki on that because I don't really have that much use for a Shriek. But yeah. You got Nova, Microverse. These are all, remember, otherworldly characters. So of course you got Psycho Man. And you come up here. Seen this guy before. Herald of Galactus Thor. Herald of Galactus Terrax. Herald of Galactus Silver Surfer. The Inhumans, Black Bolt, Medusa, Karnak. Man, let's get that updated Lockjaw and Crystal 2-pack, or let's get Triton, and let's finish the Royal Family of Adelon, please. Let's finish that. I definitely should not have gotten this particular Thanos. I wanted Lady Death too, but I am still going to get the Marvel Legends Thanos. I am displeased with this Thanos and its articulation scheme, and just no, not feeling it. Crystar, I remember Crystar, but they made a big deal out of him, and now I have him, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Actually, I have 2 of them. I have 2, one to rock and one to stock. And then Molecule Man, of course, that's otherworldly. I'm gonna spin around. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. This wave right here, Kazar, Red Widow, Icarus, Superior Iron Man, Wolfsbane, and Black Winter Thor. And this Black Winter Thor is basically like a whole nother version of that Thor. Okay, whole nother version of that Thor. But yeah, I have this wave, everybody except for Cable. And so I've seen a lot of reviewers where they did not have Cable, and so I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad because I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. I don't know. Maybe it's because that Cable looks like the Cable from Marvel vs. Capcom or whatever the hell. But I got 6 out of the 7. I'm itching to open them though. Itching. Okay. Then up top on the other side of the game room, we got more otherworldly characters. Got Loki and He Who Remains. And then we got Druid, Makari of the Eternals, Sprite, and Fastos. Yep, I have all of them now. And Cersei and Kingo. Yep. And Icarus, Ajax, Athena, Gilgamesh, And more otherworldly characters. I mean, you can't get more otherworldly than this chick right here, right? Jumps from universe to universe to universe, and there's only one of her. There's not another one of her in any other universe. Crazy. And then, of course, I put him up here. Nick Fury isn't, but I mean, he's married to a Skrull. He's married to a Skrull, man. Yeah, this is the Secret Invasion Nick Fury from the Disney Plus show. And, of course, Carol Danvers and Howard the Duck. Now, also, more otherworldly, alternate dimensions, alternate realities, Age of Apocalypse. Still one of my favorite displays. I actually have Dark Beast now. Didn't have Dark Beast. I still actually have to get the Apocalypse from this particular storyline. I need to get that Apocalypse. But I'm still petitioning for more AOA, man. I need AOA Gambit. I need AOA Nightcrawler, AOA Storm, AOA Sinister. I need what's it? Nemesis, Holocaust. Bruh, it's at least another wave. At least another wave that we can do. At least. And then, I mean, come on, man. The rest of the wave can be, the next wave can be on the updated tech. Can be on the updated tech, man. With these higher articulated bodies. No more Bucky Cap. A lot of this stuff was on Bucky Cap. Y'all did a great job with it. But, yeah. And excuse my sinuses, but yeah. Okay, and then finally, going down here, we are going to go into my West Coast Avengers. And I was hype about Hawkeye because we were all waiting on Hawkeye for forever. We was all waiting on him. Soft goods for the loincloth. He's killing them right now. And Scarlet Witch. Moon Knight. U.S. Agent. You gotta put a bad boy somewhere on their team, right? And then you got Wonder Man, Hank Pym, another bad boy. I don't know if it's good to say bad boy now. And Mockingbird, Clint Barton, Hawkeye, Silver Centurion, Iron Man. Greer, is that Greer Nelson? Yeah, Tigra. White Vision. I need further elaboration. And Jennifer Walters. I'm gonna see if I can find her though. I might be able to find her out in the wild because she is, that Iron Man wave is out here floating, and I think I might be able to find that new She-Hulk, comic-based She-Hulk, so I can take Tatiana Maslany down and put her with. This is still a really good figure though, man. Like, bruh, this is still a really good figure. But I really wish they would have had her be the exact same tone as the new figure so that I could have traded heads, so you get a straight look and then a smiling look. And they should have gave any character like that, you got to give a growling look, man. Like, what is that? Come on now. Yeah, Hercules. Really good figure. Really good interpretation of that character. And this is how Sydney Sweeney was supposed to look. Like, that's that character. Bruh. I just sat here for a quick second. That little pause was me remembering a day or so ago when I sat back and watched Madam Web for the hell of it. Bruh. Dumpster fire. Horrible. Horrible movie. Like, a complete waste of money, bro. Like, why? Why? Just why? Alright, so this is the new line of videos. I'm going to keep doing these videos. We're going to keep jamming them out. I'm fully moved. We're fully moved into the new spot. This is just the game room. This is just the game room. If that gives you any indication, this is just the game room. So if I spin around, I can show you that this is just the game room, bro. This is just the game room. And those 6 figures right there, I got to start opening those. But what I'm going to do before I get out of here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this. There are a lot of very talented cats. Man, my sinuses. There are a lot of talented cats that are out here, and they are doing these reviews, and they are giving you, you know, how the articulation works and all of that. You know, you got the GOAT. You got the GOAT right now, Shartimus Prime. You got Dan who reviews. Much appreciated. You know, you got, that's my dude right there. You got MCU Collector. Shout out to MCU Collector. You got X Manny 87. That's my guy. Like, these cats, man, displaying model behavior. I mean, you know what I'm saying? These cats, I watch these cats. I watch all of these cats because I like to hear everybody's opinions and whatnot. But to keep it real, I don't know if I'm going to do articulation and all of that. So much as I'm just going to keep collecting and showing you different videos with the groups and whatnot. Because, like that Red Widow, that's got to go with my Russian team. She can go with my red and black Thunderbolts team that I got put together. I can put her in an action scene going against my Project Patriot team because now I have Detroit Steel to be there heavy. I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to be doing articulation videos and everything like everybody else. I want to do something a little different, be a little more guerrilla filming, a little more guerrilla photography. Just raw in your face, boom. Like, these are the figures that I grabbed, and I grabbed my figures straight off comic book accuracy. Like, every one of these figures, I can go to my Bible, which is the 1980 Marvel Handbook, and all of these characters are in these forms. Every one of them. Every one of them. Except of course Tatiana. Except of course Tatiana Maslany. I just like the figure. But this character introduced to me in Secret Wars, introduced to me in Avengers, just one of Tony's armors, Bobby Morse. My first time I remember seeing these two together was with that Sky Cycle on the front of the Hawkeye comic book. Which is why that, with the Sky Cycle, when they did that, that was genius. That was genius. If they would have did that as a 3-pack with her, but they very soon after did a 5-pack where, you know, it was just straight West Coast Avengers base, which was genius. But I'm not going to get into a bunch of rants about what I think Hasbro needs to do to help me finish my collection. Feral. Marina. But, yeah, action figure junkie. These videos will continue, and my collection will continue getting bigger and bigger, and my obsession will continue. And I will see you in the next video. Peace. Or like X Manny says, peace, peace.